Hey everyone, Draco Prime 220 here, and this is another video I am doing a rewatch reaction to, and if no one really knows, I am a big fan of Godzilla. Godzilla, Tokusatsu, a lot of the original Toho films. I really like it that Godzilla is being allowed to be in more fan-created content. Because I do know there was, back maybe several years ago, I think in, 2017 or 2015, I do know there was a Godzilla fan film that was being made called Bonds of Blood. It was going to involve two Godzillas, actually one called Gojira, which was the bigger, meaner brother, but he cared for his little brother, which was Godzilla, who was, there was, a difference. The bigger Gojira was a, bigger Godzilla, with red, orange dorsal plates, while Godzilla, his little brother, was more nicer to humans and had more blue dorsal fins. You know, I heard that the YouTuber who was making this, there was a lot of crap going on with the YouTuber who was making this, so it was canned. And then there was another one that I was curious about, called Godzilla Heritage. And I actually found out about it, several years later after its cancellation. And I actually liked that they said they were going to, use a mixture of suits and CGI for the monsters. They said that Rodan and, 3 Anguirus were going to show up, and Rodan 2, and I saw Godzilla's design. He actually looked very crocodilian, in the face, the tail, but Toho put canned it, you know? But actually now, I like it that more YouTube creators are being able to make Godzilla fan films. I'm guessing as long as it's not identical to the design, you change a few things here and there, or maybe how the character acts, you know? I actually like that. I really do. I really like it that, Godzilla, because his popularity has skyrocketed. Now, I'm gonna be a little honest, you know, I understand that certain versions of Godzilla are not everybody's cup of tea, and I get that. I understand that. But, one of my aunts, I'm not going to bring in names, but one of my aunts has just a nasty disdain for the MonsterVerse Godzilla. Because, according to her, that's not her Godzilla. And I'm going to be honest, she is very vocal. Sometimes a little too vocal, if you know what I mean. And, you know, I understand, you like things a certain way, but, yeah, things are liable to change. And I like all versions of Godzilla. I like Showa, Heisei, Millennium, Reiwa. Actually, I have a lot more love for the 90s Godzilla because of the fact that I was born 1992, and when Ames was still around, or Suncoast Video at the mall, I would always get a Godzilla movie. And I used to have a lot of the Heisei Godzilla films on VHS. And let me tell you, when Halloween was around and they had Godzilla Fest on for the Halloween, that was my first time seeing Godzilla vs. Destroya. I was maybe 6, 7 years old, and when I saw Godzilla vs. Destroya, it was worse than when the T-Rex got its neck broke by the Spinosaurus. It was just terrible. I cried nonstop. My mom, Nana, was all they really did it. And they kept looking at me oh, he's gonna break down, he's gonna start crying. And I did. I still cry at Godzilla vs. Destroya's ending, because Godzilla not just only embodies power, and a symbol of nuclear weapons and messing with nature, but also tragedy. It's not like Godzilla said, drop a nuke on me, and make him into what he is. And I would like to think that Godzilla Jr. did come back, like, in some extent. Like, actually, what I think would have been I know this could have possibly ruined the Heisei ending, but I would have actually liked if, like, instead of I like the Millennium series, don't get me wrong, but I really think what they should have maybe have done was make, like, a spiritual successor to the Heisei series, where it focused on Godzilla Jr., now fully grown, learning to be Earth's protector, and learning that not all humans are good, not all humans are bad. And because this Godzilla, now keep in mind, baby Godzilla was raised by humans. So he knows human kindness, which the original Godzilla did not know. Godzilla only knows the bad, unfortunately. But I really think it would have been cool if, like, they did, like, a spiritual successor series after, like, instead of Godzilla 2000, they did, like, a spiritual successor to the Heisei era where it's following a grown-up Godzilla Jr. on his own mission and stories. Heck, you could have brought in Anguirus, Rodan, maybe even the Gargantuas. I will get to that in a little bit here. But speaking of which, this is my rewatch reaction to The Legacy of Godzilla Episode 1. Now, I saw this a while back, haven't watched it in a while. I am going to try and watch more Godzilla fan content, because I think that's the only thing that's safe, because I do know that there are some channels, some, not a lot, that do Godzilla movie reactions, and Toho has blocked them. So, yeah, I don't know about movie reactions just yet, or I am an avid gamer, so I don't know about that either. I gotta figure out how to do that. But, anything fan content related, I will definitely, take a look at. So, before we start this reaction, if you enjoy my content and want more, please like and subscribe. And I would really appreciate it. I am currently at 110 subscribers. It would mean a lot to me if you help me make my channel continue to grow. And, let's get this show started. So grab your soda, your drinks, your snacks, and join me as we go into the first episode, rewatch reaction of The Legacy of Godzilla. And by the way, if I'm sweating, it's because of this lamp right here. This lamp is really hot. It'll make you sweat. So, yeah. Let's get started in 3, 2, 1. And play. Long live the king, baby.
The Earth. The place where the mountains touch the sky. Beautiful rivers. Green, dense forests. Lots of beautiful animals to make the place seem more lifelike. But every coin has two sides.
Don't tell me Two-Face is gonna show up. Yeah, I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself. I really like this introduction. I love the animation with the space, the earth, all the animals and rivers and the sun and the mountains. A very beautiful but simple and effective opening to the story, and saying there's two sides to every coin. There's the good and there's the bad, and wouldn't you know it, humans are the one that are causing all the bad. Not a surprise there.
In this world, we have giant monsters living with us, straight out of a fairy tale. The giants, stepping in the ground, shakes the whole world.
Gorosaurus. That's Gorosaurus right there. I like it that Danny Dinosaur actually made little Easter eggs. Because I think that first image of the monster doing like this, that was actually one of the concept art done for Godzilla 54. Where he looks more slender, has a little bit more pointed ears. I like that. I like that he made a little homage to that, and Gorosaurus. I actually wouldn't mind seeing Gorosaurus make an appearance in the Monsterverse. Maybe an enemy to King Kong. Because King Kong and Gorosaurus fought in King Kong Escapes. I think that'd be kind of cool. I did hear a while back that there's this Monster Kingdom show that they're working on. I don't know how true it is. Someone found out about it. And so far, nothing's been revealed about it. The only thing we know about is the Lee Shaw series. It's called Birdwatcher. Now, really quick, I did the reviews for Monarch Legacy of Monsters Season 2. I'm hoping, after Birdwatcher or something, I'm hoping they greenlight Season 3 for Monarch. Because, spoilers, a familiar face shows up at the end. I'll give you a hint. He has wings, he has 2 horns on his head, and his chest is all spiky. If you know who I'm talking about, you know who I'm talking about. Oh, you know what? Spoilers. Spoilers. Rodan. Since 2019, Rodan finally shows up. I was wondering if he was ever going to pop up again. Now, if Monarch Season 3 has a more, Godzilla and Rodan focus, that would be cool. Because we've never gotten Godzilla versus Rodan. Never. The only time Godzilla and Rodan butt heads was in 3 films. Was, Ghidorah Three-Headed Monster, Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2, and Godzilla Final Wars. Rodan and Godzilla have never had their own versus movie. And I really think that was a missed opportunity. Because think about it, they could have done a movie where Godzilla is... Maybe they could have made this before Godzilla vs. Mothra. And okay. Rodan in Ghidorah Three-Headed Monster is in Mount Aso. Now, they could have made a movie where there are 2 Rodans again. It's left unknown if they're the same ones that got buried alive in the lava of the volcano in the original Rodan film. Godzilla shows up, starting to create havoc. 2 Rodans reemerge, and they are ready to lay a nest. Now, here's the thing. To make it interesting, show the loving bond between the mates, the female and male Rodan. Godzilla is acting not really as a villain, but more like a territorial animal. And he fights the female Rodan while the male is looking for food. And the female gets killed. But before she goes to fight Godzilla, she buries the egg in the inside of the crater to keep it safe and warm. And Godzilla kills the female. And then it's just Godzilla and a vengeful male Rodan wanting to avenge his mate. Many fights ensue, and it leads to back to Mount Aso, where Rodan is defeated but not killed, and Godzilla uses his atomic breath to bury him in Mount Aso. And that would explain why he is there in Ghidorah Three-Headed Monster. And now you're going to ask, what about the egg? I would actually have the egg taken, and it hatches, and the baby is taken somewhere where it could live its life. I actually think that would have made a good movie, because, because we never gotten a Godzilla versus Rodan, a proper Godzilla versus Rodan. Now, people are going to get mad at me, probably. I'm sorry, not sorry. But, look, I am a Godzilla fan, but also I am a Kong fan. I would actually not mind if Kong made at least a couple appearances throughout Season 3, and because we still got things to explain, like, how did Apex get Skullcrawlers off the island? The very thing that Kong worked so hard to get rid of. The things that took his family. You know, I wouldn't mind if they're, like, trying, because, of course, Kentaro and, oh my god. I forgot the girl's name. I know she was, Naru in Predator and Prey. I don't like her, and I really don't like Kentaro. He is just gone so far off the deep end. He has. And first you messed with a mother kaiju, a mother titan. Now you're gonna... now, really quick, I know we gotta get back to the reaction, but I am really hoping... Isabella, okay, her name was Isabella, I just remembered. My mind kicked in, thank God. Isabella. Yeah, I think that's her name. I'm gonna tell you what. I want her to find out that the maternal instinct from Titan X, Kokai, overrid all her controls. I want to see the look on her face. Of course she's going to be like, that's not possible. But if there's like a way for her to find out, I want to see... And also, Kentaro said that these Titans have no emotion. They don't care. But yet, Kong showed mercy. Even Godzilla showed mercy after beating the crap out of her. He let her go. you know, like, for real. I want to see Kentaro's face when he finds out that Titan X cared and that it was so strong that the controls on her were overridden. I want to see the look on their faces. But now, I get a feeling they're gonna, if and when Season 3 is greenlit, they're gonna try and go back after Rodan again. You mess with the demon's fire, Isabella. The demon comes for your soul. And Kentaro, if you're not careful, the demon will grab you too. And devour you, soul and all. Because honestly, I was liking Kentaro in Season 2, but then it just went... Look, I get he was grieving, but he went frickin' nuts. He went crazy. Like, Like, either they kill him off, or they find some way to redeem him, because I get a feeling he is gonna be more antagonistic, because he's gonna be more desperate. But, like, seriously, honestly, if Kentaro is refusing to be redeemed, I wouldn't mind if he gets taken out by Rodan, or Godzilla. Please, give us a proper Godzilla vs. Rodan battle, and heck, if Kong does show up in Season 3, because it's before King of the Monsters, and Apex was still, you know, doing stuff, I would love to see Rodan fight Kong. That would be a perfect homage to the 1933 Kong when he fought the pterodactyl. I just wanted to bring that up. But if anyone's heard about that Monster Kingdom show that was leaked, or something, let me know if it's still happening, because we haven't heard nothing about it. Let's get back to the reaction. I'm sorry for stalling.
When it roars, the volcano erupts. They can turn cities into ashes. It felt like a nightmare that would never end. But some protectors of nature came. We called Guardians. A group of monsters who defended the world from other monsters. Together they save the world and defeat monsters from other worlds. And try our best to maintain a balance within nature.
That's so beautiful.
But one day, their entire group broke up. One of the Guardian eats a star because of his greed for power. The world he had repeatedly saved was now threatened by him. We saw a side of our Guardian that we hadn't even imagined in stories. That monster shake the whole world. Everything was over. But a light came. Show us the avatar of a god named Imugi. he came as a light to us.
Yeah, that's a Mugi is the creature from the one movie called Dragon Wars. It's an okay film. The CGI is good. It's a guilty pleasure of mine. I've seen it. I used to watch it like crazy when I was younger. Now, Ada Star. Now, that is interesting because they say Godzilla is the one who ate a star. And I'm starting to think something else about that. I won't get into that just yet, but unfortunately, Godzilla broke up the band. I actually don't know who the one is with just the two arms and the long tail. And I do know from what I remember, that's Anguirus, that's Baragon, that was Varan up top. I'll talk more about them when they actually show up. But, yeah, if you're curious about Dragon Wars, it might be free on YouTube here. Go check it out if it's free. If you like it, let me know. It's okay. The acting is a little, But I have to say the creature designs and the action set pieces is what saves it for me. And honestly, at the end, you better grab tissues. Just saying.
He defeated the monster.
Oh.
And then the Lord left. The monster regained consciousness, but everything was destroyed.
Titanosaurus.
And the monster was heartbroken.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. When I first saw this, I do remember tearing up and choking up because it's the reason why is because we have seen Godzilla cry once in Godzilla vs. Destroya. What really gets me is that seeing something that's not really human showing those kind of emotions, I think makes the character more impactful. Where you're thinking, oh, he's just a big overgrown lizard. He doesn't have the capacity to cry or feel feelings. Well, he does. And you could see, right, look at his eyes right here. He's like, what have I done? I was meant to protect this world, and I just turned it upside down. Like, you feel for him. Like, these eyes are an eyes of, like, shame, regret. He pretty much feels like he dishonored his friends. And it's a shame. And I like that this is called the legacy of Godzilla because his legacy started out good, and pretty much he's a fallen guardian because of what he did. And I like to think that this story is like he is trying to rebuild his legacy in a more positive light. So I like that. I really like this, and so far the animation, all the little Easter eggs with like Titanosaurus and Boggin is pretty good.
And his friends, who loved him more than their lives, abandoned him. Of the guardians who save us, only 3 remain.
That's a shame.
And the star that the monster had eaten remained in his heart forever. After all this, Monster made him swear that he would never sacrifice his life for someone else's. And he also swore that he would never save this world again.
This is actually really heartbreaking. I'm sorry if I keep pausing. I'm trying to get back on track because I did have a summer cold, and I have a lot of energy in me. So please forgive me for pausing. But once again, I love this design of Godzilla. I like the black stripes on his back. I like how he looks, but also I like the story. Like what happened? I know. Wait a minute. There was 2. Godzilla, of course, went on his own. And that's guilt he's feeling. That is shame he's feeling. Because I think the reason why he won't save the world anymore is because he feels, I screwed up. They won't forgive me after all the damage I've done. And I think that is a lesson, for people. Like, you do bad things. I'm not saying inhuman and terrible things, but like we're human. We're prone to making mistakes. And I like to think that this story will be about when episode 2 comes out. I would actually like to think that this is him learning how to forgive himself and become who he was and maybe a bit more. Because Godzilla just seems like he's fallen from grace. And the other kaiju are like, you broke our hearts, man. And they left. The other one with like the tail and just the 2 arms, I actually wonder what happened to him. I wonder if we'll get any idea of what happened to him. I do know that Danny Dinosaur on Instagram had like a scene or something, test footage or something, of Godzilla burying something, and he looks sad. I'm wondering if it has something to do with that other Titan, that other kaiju that is no longer with us. But, yeah, once again, I love the design. It's like a mixture of a bunch of Godzilla designs. That's a long time. 2035 India.
Sam, it's time to hurry up. Hey, if you don't come tomorrow, then I will go away without you.
I won't even need you because my bike will be repaired tomorrow.
All right.
So, this is me. Name, Sam. And this bearded man is my elder brother named Danny. I know we are unknown to you right now, but that's how stories begin.
It's a puppy. Godzilla bobblehead.
Biology of Godzilla.
Oh, I forgot to tell you that I brought this book from the library yesterday.
I see.
Because today there will be some chapters related to Godzilla.
It's been a while since I've heard the name Godzilla, or Gojira. By the way, do you know, there were a lot of Godzillas in my time. But now, I don't know if there's even one.
You know, I will say the one thing I did not agree with Toho doing, speaking of which, is that they did not want Godzilla to be a species. Just him. You know, I get it. Godzilla is their IP. I understand that completely. But the fact is that Godzilla was never truly alone. I know, he's alone. He's the only thing like him in the MonsterVerse. But I think having, like, Dagon or maybe a couple family members. Because I remember Tomoyuki Tanaka said in, like, an art book or something that they were planning on that Godzilla did have, like, a group, a family, and that's, like, another reason for why he goes on a rampage in 54. But they didn't do that. I kind of wish Toho let Legendary do that, so that it makes Godzilla more like you get him, but you understand that he's a very lonely being. I am really hoping that Godzilla X Kong Supernova does bring in Godzilla Jr., because really, Godzilla needs at least someone like him in his life. Kong has his people, Kong has Suko, Shimo. Kong has everything now that he has ever wanted. I think it's right now Godzilla's turn to get something like that. From what I did hear, from I think what all of us have been hearing, this movie, upcoming MonsterVerse film, will be Godzilla focused. More Godzilla focused. and Kong is taking like a somewhat backseat. And I'm sorry to say, well, not really sorry. After Supernova Legendary, can you start making solo films again? Because, okay, Kong has faced Godzilla, a robot doppelganger of him controlled by the subconscious of Kevin. Then he dealt with an evil, like Kong-like character, Scar King, Shimo, got his hand frozen, now he's wearing a beast glove, and now he's going up against a cosmic version? Like, for real. Give the big guy, the big ape, a break. Like, I'm sorry. You guys gotta go back to solo films. I know Kong is more profitable. I get that. But give us Godzilla 3, because you don't want to keep doing Godzilla x Kong team-up films, because that will start to make people lose interest if you keep doing the same thing. I think we need to go back to solo films. And I think Kong needs a well-deserved break. Look, you know, there is a perfect substitute for Kong. Bring in Jet Jaguar, because there was a Jet Jaguar Easter egg in Greece in Godzilla x Kong The New Empire. You even have an alien spaceship. You have like an eye that looks like a Hedorah's eye. I don't know if those are just Easter eggs or they're just teasing of what's to come. Now, Sam Neill, rest in peace, he was on a set or something with a giant big robot thing. And he said it was his co-star, or he doesn't know. Now, some people are saying this could be teasing Jet Jaguar or some kind of mecha. I kind of think it's Jet Jaguar. Please. That is a perfect King Kong substitute. Because Jet Jaguar always has that plastidon smile, but through his body language, you know what he's thinking and feeling. And he has become a fan favorite. Bring in Jet Jaguar, at least. I know there are people that want both classic and new monsters. I do, too. Bring some of the old and recognizable, and have some new in there. But if you want a King Kong substitute, bring in Jet Jaguar. Jet Jaguar, I think, would make a very good and interesting substitute, because Kong is going to need a break after this. Because, how is he going to, like, he's going to be fighting a cosmic clone of Godzilla. How is he going to walk away from this? Like, you got to go back to solo films, and you got to start giving Godzilla more attention. If it wasn't for those damn critics complaining about Godzilla King of the Monsters, because one minute they're like, oh, Godzilla 2014, not enough monsters, too much humans. But then King of the Monsters came around and was like, too much monsters, not enough people. Boy, you can't be satisfied, can ya? And a lot of people did not like and in the words of Big Jack Films, you should go check his channel out, by the way. He said, everyone fucking hated it. I have to agree with that. And he said, what kind of faro berry juice were they drinking? I want to know is, what were they doing? Inhaling Hedorah's smoke fumes? Getting high? Is that what they were doing? Well, it would make sense. Hedorah's fumes are toxic and would mess your brain up. Probably turn your brain to paste. But seriously, what was so bad about King of the Monsters? I think that was a beautiful love letter to Toho's legacy. But you can't please everyone, I guess. And there are people hard to please, so oh well.
The last time I saw White Gojira firing a green atomic breath. Now
White
I don't even
Gojira.
know whether he is alive or not. It has been 5 to 6 years. Until now, no evidence of him has been found.
So this is a good thing. You also know how bad he did to our ancestors in the entire world. So we should be happy with his death.
Well, Godzilla's survival is very important for the balance of nature. Because Godzilla is the only monster that hunts other monsters, so that the population of other monsters does not increase.
It seems you like Godzilla very much. That's...
Yeah, that's his job, is to keep nature's balance in check. That is a very very top priority job. You know, he's got to do that. You know, that is his job, whether he likes it or not. And you remove that, Earth is open game. Earth has a big target on it, saying, "Come one, come all, ravage the Earth." I am going to say my friend has told me some leaks about, supposed leaks, about Godzilla X Kong Supernova, and I said to him, no more leaks. I actually got upset with him and said, please, don't. And I'm actually hoping the leak he managed to send me is not true. Because I will just say this, if this leak is true, and like I said, I take all leaks with a grain of salt, because with the whole AI bullcrap. I'll just say this, Earth's fucked. Yeah, Earth is up for grabs. That's all I will say. Because I'm telling you what right now, oh, Godzilla, oh, we don't want him here. We're going to kill him. We want to get rid of him. We want to replace him. Oh, you're going to find out. Oh, if it's true. Oh, is Earth in for a rude awakening if the leaks are true? Ooh, I'm going to have a lot to talk about. Oh, yes. Seriously. Honestly, on one hand, I hope the leak is true. On the other hand, I don't. Because I'm going to tell you what right now, if it is true, one part of me is going to be happy, and one part's going to be mad because all of you... Look, yeah, I get it. Godzilla's done unthinkable destruction and damage. I get it. But if this leak is true, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say nothing about it. But if it's true, there's that saying, you're not going to know what you had until it's gone. And like I said, Earth will be up for grabs. Earth will have a big, massive target on it. I am telling you right now if that leak is true. And like I said, I told my friend, don't send me anymore. And he hasn't. So, hopefully, he doesn't send me anymore. Because I'll block him if I have to.
Why you're glazing him so much.
Bro, I don't mind any monsters because somewhere they attack because of us. We attack them and take away their homes, so they obviously attack us.
But how can you say this?
You will need experience like mine to understand these creatures.
Now focus on driving. I am already late for the defense force.
Like, for real, I don't know which one is talking, but the one sounds like he has a bit of a chip on his shoulder and has a bit of an attitude. I don't like it. Seriously. Someone needs to stuff his mouth with soap. But yeah, I really like it when there are people that use the common sense they were born with, and we're like, yeah, the monsters are not entirely total to blame. We start this, and then they gotta clean the messes we make. You know, if more humans took account for their actions and were like, yeah, I made a bad choice, I screwed up, I deserve what I get, and they come back and maybe a better person and realize what I did was wrong and I'm trying to atone, I think the world would be a better place. Atlantic Ocean. I'm not gonna say it. Oh.
Oh, God. Manda has arrived.
Uh-oh, Manda. I like that. I like that design. I really like it that they're not treating him like a monster. He's just an animal looking for food. I like that. I was gonna make a certain joke related to fish, but I chose against it. I'm not. That joke's been done to death, so... Oh, someone's a hungry boy. Guess who? Oh my god, I love that. I love he's like, I look good, man. I look good. I love that. I will make this joke. You're gonna need a bigger boat. Yeah, you're gonna need a bigger boat. I love this design. I really love how he's got longer arms. He's look a little more ripped. I like his dorsal plates. I love his his black stripes on his back and on his eyes. I love this design, but I just love how he already has so much personality, like from the intro and just from this scene alone. He's like, I look good, don't I? I look good. And something tells me that net of fish is going to become a snack. Yep. See ya. Ooh. Oh my god, I love that. I freaking love that. That he uses the swordfish like a toothpick, and then he just eats it. That's, if anyone else tried that, it would be very painful to swallow that toothpick. I just love how this Godzilla is acting a little more carefree, and I just like how he grabs the fish and says, peace out, basically. He's like, peace out, I'm gonna go eat. I love that. I love the ocean, the effects for the underwater scene here.
Okay, Danny, you can go.
I am still telling you that there is no need for you to work in the Defense Force.
Shut up and mind your own business.
Well, okay. Don't expect me to come pick you up.
Wow. Someone has a bad attitude.
All right. Let's go.
Really quick, I would just love, in some future Godzilla films, I would really like to see just some scenes of Godzilla just swimming. Not him fighting underwater or anything. I would just love to see how we just have him, a decent sequence of him just swimming. Because right here, I actually like it when they do scenes of him under the water. Because we very rarely get to see Godzilla doing anything or just simply swimming in his underwater habitat. We've seen it in Godzilla vs. the Sea Monster, Godzilla and Mothra Battle for Earth. I just think we need to see more Godzilla underwater stuff, and also in Godzilla vs. Kong, and Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire. I just really think that'd be kind of cool if we just got a scene of him just swimming, minding his own business. Because let me tell you, for something so big, he's quite graceful swimming underwater. Wings of Doomsday. Ooh, that's a very ominous title.
Morning, Jonathan.
Oh, yes. Good morning, sir.
Who is it?
He never told us his full name, but we call him Danny. He was a soldier of his time who tries to save the citizens when monsters attack the city. Before the Defense Force, there was an organization called Atticay, and they used to do work in that organization, especially with his team.
So what happened to his team?
I don't know what happened to his team, but it's rumored that all the members of his team are dead.
Ooh. Aww. That's kind of sad. Oh, underwater temple. Ah, that's his home. Is it? Oh, it is. Oh my god, I love that he's in a temple underwater. That's similar to King of the Monsters. I like that Godzilla was given like a temple to recharge, reheal. I just think that's a pretty cool concept that humans respected him at one point. I would love a movie to find out what the hell happened. What made the humans turn on Godzilla and the Titans, and what made Godzilla like, I've saved your asses, and all you keep doing is shooting me in the foot, and all you keep doing is shooting yourselves in the foot. I'll still protect the Earth, and I'll still protect you, but if I have to, I'll put the Earth first before you. I would love a movie about, like, the ancient civilizations worshipping the Titans, showing them respect. I would not mind seeing a movie about that. Like, what happened? Like, what went wrong? Probably on the human side, because it's 95% of that it's humans' fault for screwing up a lot of shit. Sometimes I wonder if the Godzilla movie is a commentary for today's issues.
Oh my God.
Oh, great. Aliens. Aliens. Well, shit. There goes the planet.
What in the world is that thing?
Trouble. Uh-oh. You asshole! Motherfucker! Oh my god, look at him! He's like, what the fuck? Oh my god, you assholes! Are these the Exilians from Planet X? Oh my god, you assholes! I'm with Godzilla on this, but probably he's gonna think humans did this. I don't blame him. But seriously, if someone came into my home and started wrecking my apartment, I'm telling you what right now, I got a baseball bat with their name on it. I'm gonna get a few whacks in before you knock me out. Hopefully, I knock you out first. Oh my god, I can relate to Godzilla right here. Because like I said, if someone came bursting into my home, wrecking my stuff, I got a baseball bat with their name on it. And they better make their first hit on me count, because if I get that first hit, I'm not stopping. Man, that's gotta be a bitch. He can't even get a moment's rest of peace and quiet and take a nap after having a good snack. I'd be cranky as hell too. And then I would retaliate. Boy, but he's gonna really think humans did this. Well, that's karma for you, humans. You want to keep pushing buttons, and even though it's not your fault this time, yeah, you kind of had this coming. But still, if it's not Exilians, it's humans. If it ain't humans, it's Exilians. Ugh.
Sir, Monster 02 is coming to India.
Wow,
I like
very
that.
good. Another problem. Tell me why he is coming.
He has fired nuclear pulse at his house. It seems someone attacked his house.
He's coming to attack. We don't have time. Send all the submarines we have and try to evacuate the city.
Good luck with that. Good luck with that. Oh. we got trouble coming our way. It's got 3 heads and 2 tails and has a nasty attitude. From what I remember, this Ghidorah is called Doomsday Ghidorah, and it's more like in design to Kaiser Ghidorah because it has like, it's not your typical bipedal Ghidorah. It's 4 legs, 3 heads and 2 tails, and a pair of wings. I really like it how people put their own like spin on certain characters. I really like that. Very creative. But yeah, keep sending the submarines at him. Let's keep piling the bodies up. What could go wrong? Well, I can tell you what's going to go wrong. You're going to really tick him off. You really want to do that? Like, seriously, if you know this is a fight you can't win, I would just back down and try to say, hey, we didn't do it this time. But that's just me. That's me using my brain. When, like, people in this are like, oh, let's just keep attacking him. Let's keep poking the bear. Screw poking the bear. You're poking a nuclear atomic fire-breathing behemoth. And I'm like, yeah, seriously, like, that's worse than poking a bear. The bear's nothing compared to this guy.
Godzilla is unable to handle his atomic breath properly because his atomic breath damages him.
Yeah.
Why is my brother so stupid?
Yeah, well, not only is why is he stupid, but why is he acting like such a jerk? That's what I want to know. What is his issue? Because it seems like this brother just wants to get along and make peace with him, while that other one just keeps having an attitude. But also, I do like the fact that this version of Godzilla can't handle his atomic power. It hurts him. Like, I like that. It kind of ups the stakes, because he's probably going to only use it, like, when he truly has to. Like, almost like a last resort kind of thing. He's not like MonsterVerse Godzilla, where he could, just blast it willy-nilly.
Mr. General, something strange is going on here.
We have little time now. You try to evacuate the city as quickly as possible.
What? Why?
Godzilla is coming to attack your city.
Oh, God.
Ooh.
What is going on?
Trouble. Big trouble. And here he comes, ready or not. Weave. He's weaving back. He's weave. Da-na-na-na. Can't touch this. I'm surprised that song ain't playing right now. That Can't Touch This. And all he does is just the submarine, like, bitch, please. Like, really? You're gonna send your tinfoil toys after me? You gotta be kidding. Uh-oh. I love this. Uh-oh. Ooh! He's like, hey, that wasn't fake. Not cool, dude. Oh, I love this. I fucking love this. I really like it that it goes from orange to green, and you can see that it's damaging his skin. You see like little bits of blood spurting out, showing that it hurts. It almost looks like it's painful, and you can even see him starting to shake. I really like that attention to detail where he can't even handle his power. I like that. I really, really, really like that. But seriously, I do know there was like a little, for southern China, there was like a trailer for Godzilla, and actually that Godzilla has green dorsal fins and breathes green atomic breath. That's a pretty cool Godzilla design, and I like it that It's different, like, from the usual red and blue and white Godzilla atomic breath. We got, like, the pink one from New Empire, we got the purple from Shin, and we got this one from this fan project. I like it. It also kind of gives me a Maleficent vibe, where when Maleficent would breathe fire as a dragon, it was green. I like that. I like these little attentions to detail, and the animation, at least where the monsters are concerned, is top-notch. The people, I get it. You know, maybe it's taking time to get the human model rigs to actually have mouths to move, because sometimes it's kind of hard, you know. I get it. But still, I love this first episode, and I'm really looking forward to episode 2, whenever that comes out. Oh! Ooh, ooh. That was an oof. That was like, oops. Like, and I'm going to be talking about these guys here in a minute. He is such a powerhouse. I really like this. Now, in Godzilla vs. Gigan, we do know in the dubbed version Godzilla and Anguirus speak in very poor English. Like, sounded weird. But I like this where they actually have Godzilla and all these other monsters talking. Like, they don't have to actually make them like how I'm talking to you, but like these, like subtitles say, like saying what they are saying, because in the Showa movies, there were scenes where Godzilla would communicate with other monsters. And I always kind of wondered, like, if there was like subtitles for the monsters, what would they be saying? You know, I really like, this is basically Showa Godzilla in a nutshell, because I could see something like this happening in a Showa movie. Godzilla misunderstanding and attacking, and other monsters come in and try to calm him down, de-escalate the situation, and talk to him. Like, I could see a Showa Godzilla movie doing that. That actually would be kind of cool if they did do that, like actually a full-on movie where Godzilla kind of attacks out of a misunderstanding and has like a bunch of monsters actually just talk to him, and all how you know they're speaking is subtitles. I would prefer that instead of comic bubbles. But, and speaking of which, we got our first look at Anguirus, Baragon, and Varan. These three were the three original monsters for GMK. And, honestly, I love Ghidorah, I love Mothra, I love Baragon, but I would have actually liked to have seen Godzilla go up against 3 underdog kaiju. Because all 2 of them have not gotten a lot of love. Anguirus has been like the only one that's gotten any form of love out of the 3. Varan and Baragon did not. Varan was in so many scrap projects, it's sad. Baragon was going to be in Destroy All Monsters, where he was going to pop up out of the Montreal in Paris, but due to his ears, I think there was like something wrong with the ears. They couldn't do it, so they switched it with Gorosaurus. I would have loved to have seen that movie instead. Now, don't get me wrong, GMK is one of my favorite Godzilla films. The way Godzilla is done in that movie is absolutely terrifying. Stuff of freaking nightmares. But I would have preferred Anguirus, Baragon, and Varan instead of Mothra and Ghidorah. I do like the redesigns, and also the green Anguirus is like, I'm thinking it's an homage to one of the VHS covers of Godzilla Raids Again, where Anguirus is green. And I like that they made Varan more dragon-like, or wyvern-like. And Godzilla's an absolute powerhouse. Look, I don't have siblings, but this is like, Godzilla is the big, burly brother, and Varan, Anguirus, and Baragon are just the 3 little brothers, just willing to take him on if necessary, but first try to talk him down. They're like that family dynamic, where they're like, they know he's a powerhouse, they know he'll kick their asses, but they're like, if talking doesn't work, we're gonna give it our all and fight back. I like how they're trying to talk him down first. I like that. I feel sorry for Godzilla. You can't blame him. Humans are known for pulling shit with him. You know, they just won't leave him alone. Like I said, screw poking the bear. You're poking the prehistoric atomic leviathan. That's worse. Poking a bear is child's play compared to this. Oh! I love that. Anguirus has balls. I'm telling you that right now. And I honestly can see Anguirus being the only one who's gutsy enough to get in Godzilla's face and say, "Stop it. Have you gone nuts? You are a guardian and you always will be one." I love that. I love this little dynamic between Anguirus and Godzilla. Because like I said, I could see Anguirus doing this. Because I don't think Godzilla would tolerate it from any other monster. He would just blast in their face and be done with it. But here, Anguirus and Godzilla have a history. They're friends. They're like brothers. Godzilla, the big one, the powerhouse brother, while Anguirus is more like the brother of reason. Where, like Varan's like the brother that is kind of like questioning, like, are you serious? Why are you doing this, my friend? He's like the questioning brother. Baragon showed instant concern, like, why are you attacking? He didn't even do this. He's more like the brother that is concerning and caring, while Anguirus is the brother that cares, but is not afraid to get in the big brother's face to say, "You're screwing up. Knock your shit off. You may kick our butts, but we're gonna give it our all. Don't think we were pushovers." I like this dynamic. I really do. Phoenix? I like this. I really do. Uh-oh. That sound is utterly terrifying. When the sky turns red, that's never a good sign. Really quick before I continue, I do like how they're all supporting him. But who is this Phoenix? I hope we find out at some point in the Legacy of Godzilla who this Phoenix character is. Is that the big dragon that stopped him, or is it someone else? But I like it. I like the three are supporting him. But let's get back to this, because this does not look like it's going to be good. And like I said, the sky turning red, that's never a good sign. And that sound is eerie as hell. Uh-oh. I know that sound. Oh, shit. Nightmare fuel! Nightmare fuel! Toy. I see what you did there. I love this design. Oh my god. Oh my god, I love it. I love how these Guardian monsters are like, let's get into action. Come on, people, let's go. Let's move, move, move. I love that. And I love Doomsday Ghidorah's design. Beautiful, menacing, and I like how it's got like the whiskers like a Chinese dragon or an Eastern dragon has. I love that, and I love its beams it's shooting out. I love it. I love the design. But I like how Godzilla's kind of like, should I get involved in this or should I just go back into the ocean? I also think he's thinking this is not my fight, not my problem, but also he cares for his fellow Guardians. I don't think he's going to let them hang in. I know I've seen this before, but it's been a while. But I do love Godzilla's character because, once again, this is basically Showa Godzilla in a nutshell, and I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving this. But yeah, and I like the little hint of the Ghidorah figure. That was a nice touch. I really can't wait for episode 2, because I will be doing a reaction to that, and that will be my first time watching episode 2. Oh shit. Ooh! Oh! Ooh! I love this. Gang up on him. Ooh! Uh-oh. Oh! Oh, God. Oh! Michael Jordan, LeBron James, you may have some competition. Just saying. Oh my God, I love how they mix it like with some funny little like I think unintentional funny moments. But man, the fight here is already brutal. You got Beargun literally impaling with his nose horn. You got Anguirus in his thunderball, and I love this. But seriously, LeBron James, Michael Jordan, you got... I know Michael Jordan's retired, but I used to be a Michael Jordan fan, so don't judge me. But also from Space Jam. Please, don't judge me. I mean, please, guys, you got some competition. I think you're out of a job and out of your league. Oh! Oh, hey, oh. Oh, God! Oh, no. Oh, God, oh, God. Oh! Oops. Oh my God. I kind of like Godzilla does come in to save them. That's just terrifying. One guardian monster per head. That's terrifying. But Godzilla's like trying to give it all he has, and Doomsday Ghidorah's looking at him like, really? And I like how Godzilla's like, are we cool? No hard feelings? Bitch! He's literally sending him flying. Like, oh no! Oh shit! Oh my God! Oh! Is that a reference to Injustice 2, where, or Injustice 1, where that special attack that Superman does, where he goes punching the opponent through the sky or something? Is that a reference to that? And oh my God, Godzilla is just getting wrecked. This guy better get a good meal and a good night's sleep after this shit, cause he's gonna need it. Oh my God, and I thought Rocky Balboa had it bad. Oh my God, this is worse, or up there, because let me tell you, Rocky went through some hard crap in those movies. Yeah, oh my God, it's up. This beatdown is up there with Rocky Balboa. Holy crap. Godzilla, oh my God, he just got Supermaned, pretty much. Oh, he is hurt bad. Uh-oh. Ooh. Oh. Oh! Oh my God! Oh my God, Doomsday Ghidorah might be more terrifying than Kaiser Ghidorah. Because Kaiser Ghidorah never did anything like this. I know it was a guy in a suit, but oh my God. I think if Doomsday Ghidorah and Kaiser Ghidorah met, I don't think Kaiser Ghidorah would want this problem. And also, is that him getting impaled a reference to one of the comics where Godzilla gets impaled on the Eiffel Tower or something? Or Tokyo Tower? Because there's like a comic where Godzilla gets impaled on either the Eiffel Tower or Tokyo Tower. Oh my God. But I like it how he's trying to keep the building from falling. So genuinely, he does care about the humans. He doesn't want no more casualties. And honestly, I don't think he wants anything more added on his guilty conscience. But oh my God, Doomsday Ghidorah is not playing. He's like he is a savage. This thing is not dumb either. And I just love all the personality they are giving these kaiju. Oh, heartbeat. Oh, poor puppy.
Hey, did you see what it was?
Idiot! Why didn't you pick up my call?
Hey, leave all that aside. Tell me, what was this red thing?
He's probably King Ghidorah.
Ghidorah what?
He is an extraterrestrial creature who is not from this earth.
But where did it come from?
Look what is on top of your head.
What? Is this a planet?
No, it's just a figment of your imagination. What do you think it is? Like, for real. Instead of Cope giving an attitude, why don't you look at the bigger picture? Thank you. And, yeah. This actually makes me wonder, like we know there's, Doomsday Ghidorah, there's Kaiser. I know Doomsday Ghidorah is a fan-made version of the character, but it kind of makes you think, are there, like, any other subspecies of creatures that we've seen before? You know, like, we got the regular Ghidorah. It makes me wonder, are there, like, subspecies? I do know from one of the comics, Godzilla Let There Be Aliens, aliens, or something. I know there's, like, a Franken Ghidorah, like a Frankensteinified Ghidorah in one of the comics. If I'm wrong on the title, if anyone knows the actual title where this Franken Ghidorah shows up, please tell me in the comment section below. I actually wonder if Ghidorah will ever come back to the Monsterverse. I'm kind of hoping he does, like if they do one final movie, I'm kind of hoping they bring in Gigan, a resurrected Ghidorah turned into Mecha King Ghidorah, and Gigan. I would love to see those big three take on Godzilla and Kong and the Earth monsters. And bring in a couple other Toho monsters while you're at it. Even if they're just extended cameos. But it actually makes me wonder, is Ghidorah ever going to find a way to come back? Because according to the novelization of Godzilla vs. Kong, Ghidorah kind of possesses Ren Serizawa, who was highly underused in the movie. So I'm kind of wondering, is he going to come back as a possessed, you know, by King Ghidorah? And wouldn't it be really messed up if King Ghidorah is possessing a corpse that he's keeping alive just by possessing the mind? Wouldn't that be kind of messed up and dark? Like, Ghidorah's just possessing a body that's pretty much dead already, and the only thing keeping this body going is the possession in the head? I think that'd be pretty messed up. But let me know your opinions if you think King Ghidorah will make a comeback. Oh, that looks bad.
He has tried to kill me.
That's why I said pick up my phone.
Hey, what you doing?
Ooh, he's strong. Ooh. That must be very relieving for him. That had to be painful. You know, that has to be kind of relieving, like, oh, that feels better, but still hurts a bit. I'm wondering, is this guy like a super soldier, like almost reminiscent to Captain America? Because he's pretty strong if he's able to pull a big metal beam out of Godzilla's hand. Because think about it, Godzilla's hand is thick skin, bone, it's pretty much like armor. So for him to be able to pull that out, I think he's some kind of super soldier. That's what I think. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. Oh. Oh, he sees you. You better rest for a little bit.
So, now you go home.
Wait, no.
You are a scientist, not a soldier.
Thank
No,
you.
but I want to help.
How? By being a obnoxious big mouth? Yeah, you're not a soldier, kid. You better get home. And besides, you were giving your brother shit last time. Sorry. I'm sorry. If I had a brother that was like that and there was a situation like this, I would try to be as nice as I could, but I'd say, kid, you're not a soldier, you're a scientist. Go home. I don't want to lose you. We'll talk about this later. I'm sorry. I wouldn't keep him around, one, because I don't want to lose him. Second, this is way beyond him. And third, you want to be a wise mouth? Well, now you're going to pay for it.
Okay, but what about the house?
Don't worry about that. These monsters were fighting far away.
Okay, I'm leaving. But take
Good.
this. I brought it for you.
Thanks.
No, you're
Sir,
welcome?
It
That's
seems
rude.
like the Anguirus, Varan, and Baragon are going somewhere.
Looks like Guardians
Oh.
are following Ghidorah.
Yep. Oh my god, this is... Hey! What did the cows ever do to you, Ghidorah, you bitch? Oh, you cowardly bitch. You're gonna pick on others that are tinier than you? Especially cows? What, did you have a cow over something? I'm sorry. That was bad. I take it back. Well, I can't. I'm sorry. But seriously. Ghidorah, you cowardly bitch. I love that. I love that. Up, 2, 3, 4. Up, 2, 3, 4. Now that's cool. That is cool. What is that? What the? Wow. I like that. I have to give them credit. They're badly beaten, they're bloody, they're messed up, but yet they're still going into this fight. I like that. I have to give respect to those three underdogs. I gotta give respect to Varan, Baragon, and Anguirus for, yep, we're banged up, we're bloody, we're a mess, but we're not gonna go down without a fight. We're not gonna make this easy for you. I like that, and I like that the humans and this, I'm guessing, super soldier are all trying to overwhelm and beat Ghidorah here. And of course Godzilla's still down. I think personally, he took a worse beating than all three of them put together. Yeah, they weren't impaled. Oh, that's nice. That's kind of cool. Ooh! Sonic roar! He's going all Terminator on him. Like how the T-800 would use the shotgun against the T-1000. Oh my god. I like these. I like this. I really do. I have to say, I really can't wait for episode 2. I hope we get an update soon about it. Oh! Oh. Let's... Ooh! I love this. Ooh. Oh, damn. That sucks. Wow, I really like it how, Danny Dinosaur gave Varan like some kind of energy attack. I think he had one in the Wii version of Godzilla Unleashed. Yeah, I really like that. I really like it how they're trying to give everything they got. Baragon with his magma breath, and Geras with what I think he charged or something. I know he looked like he was full of like fiery energy. I really like it how Varan is given like this electrical spin attack. But of course it didn't have no effect. They look beat. I hope they did not die, because that would be a shame if that happened. Oh, he looks messed up. Oh. Like, oh my god, I could see Showa Godzilla doing this, because if Godzilla in the Showa series could dance and do other things, I could see him doing like him falling on, wait a minute, give me a minute, let me breathe for a minute. I could see him doing this. I could see, this is just a bunch of Showa Godzilla homage goodness, and I love it. Oh. Taj Mahal, eh? Ooh! Was that a reference to Gorosaurus? Because Gorosaurus did the infamous kangaroo kick, which I think is a pretty cool move for a Dino Kaiju. That is kind of cool. Like I said, I wouldn't mind seeing Gorosaurus in a show as a minor antagonist or something. I think he could work, because you don't got Scar King anymore. Shimo's a good Titan. I think bringing in Gorosaurus would be or Gaw from the Kong book. I wouldn't mind seeing either Gaw or Gorosaurus be a next antagonist for a solo Kong film. Oh, I like that. He's gotta be faster. More... I like this. I like that Godzilla is learning. Godzilla is learning. He realizes he's badly hurt, but he can't go head to head, hand to hand with Ghidorah. He's got to think and fight smarter. I like that. It kind of reminds me of the Godzilla short film of Operation Jet Jaguar, where throughout the fight, like the first round, Jet Jaguar wins, but you can see throughout the fight Godzilla is trying to mimic and use the same kind of attacks as Jet Jaguar is, showing that he's learning through the combat, learning through the fight. Like he's thinking, okay, this guy's faster, more light on his feet, I gotta try and, meet that. And I like how he thinks, like he adapts in a battle, he's learning. And I like that here, once again. He's like, I can't go fist to fist, hand to hand with him. I'm badly hurt. I gotta fight more smarter and avoid heavy damage. And I also like how this Godzilla is very graceful on his feet. Very nimble, very swift. See, look, I don't hate the 98 Godzilla anymore. I used to hate it with a passion. I've grown to have a respect for it, not as Godzilla, but Zilla. I still like the Godzilla animated series they made, which was far better and superior to the 98 movie. That's what this movie should have been. But, I just think with the 98 Godzilla, they just should have called it Zilla or the Beast from 20,000 Phantoms. But, now, if they did Godzilla in 98 like this, where he looked like Godzilla, but he still had that ability of being big and bulky, but somewhat nimble like this, I would have been fine with it. I think a lot of people would have been like, okay, he still looks the same, but he has a little few new tricks up his sleeve. Tricks that make sense. Roland Emmerich. He's more of the sword. That's a badass sword. I love that scene. Slice and dice him. Slice and dice him, baby. Who wants a Ghidorah calamari? Anyone want Ghidorah calamari, anyone? And I love that scene of Godzilla like silhouetted in black. You see the red indicating his injuries. And I like the lotus petal tree. I love that. That's a nice little touch. And also throwing that sword in his mouth. Ugh. I think he swallowed it. That's gonna... Ugh. Oh my god, that's almost like the equivalent of feeling like having that thorn in your throat feeling. Ugh, it's not pleasant. He's gone. Oh, he left. I do remember from one of the comments that Danny Dinosaur said that Doomsday Ghidorah was summoned back. I'm curious. I'm thinking it's those aliens on that planet that's blocking out the Earth's sun. I'm thinking they're the ones that summoned him or sent him and are summoning him. Man, these guys need a bit of a rest before they can fight again. They need a good meal and some sleep and just but there's no rest for heroes or guardians, I guess. Ooh. Yeah, that's not good. Oh. To be continued. You're welcome. That's a nice picture. That is a nice picture right here. Now, yeah. That was my rewatch reaction of The Legacy of Godzilla, Episode 1. I think this is a nice picture to end it on. Godzilla smiling, with the lotus petal flowers. That's nice. I really hope episode 2 comes out before this year is over. What I think would be really cool is if it comes out during November, because November 3rd is Godzilla Day, and November 6th, Godzilla Minus Zero releases. And I do know it's going to be at some kind of New York Film Festival, and I'm going to say this. I'm probably going to make a short, so better yet, I'll save that for the short. So, yeah. I'd say this is a beautiful, action-packed love letter to Godzilla, Showa Godzilla mainly, because, yeah, he's using a lot of, like, MonsterVerse Godzilla sounds and stuff, but this is Showa Godzilla. I could see a movie like this in the Showa era where Godzilla, like, is doing, like, give me a minute to breathe, or doing, like, are we cool? You know, I could see them doing it, because, come on. If they can make Godzilla dance on Planet X, I think they would do this. But I think this was the proper balance of unintentionally funny, action-packed, emotional. The only real gripe I have is the younger brother. Him just being a jerk. And did he wake up on the wrong side of the bed, or what? I don't know. But, yeah. Yeah, this is episode 1 of the rewatch reaction of Legacy of Godzilla. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you want more content, please like and subscribe. And help me extend my channel. And until next time, I am Draco Prime 220. And Vito just paid a visit. So you get to see Vito make appearance before I end this video. So you'll have a good night, everyone. Stay comfortable and stay safe. This is Draco Prime 220 signing off.